Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Linda Israel, and thank you so very much for coming to my live stream here on YouTube. I greatly appreciate your support and for taking the time to come here and hang out. There are a few things that I want to go over before the actual live started, so this is a recording. First of all, I want to make sure that you like this video and subscribe, so give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell up in the corner. That way you'll get a notification whenever I upload a video. I have a broadcast post or even a live stream. If you're watching this video as a replay and you're on a computer, look for the little gear at the bottom. You can change the speed to speed it up. Or if you're on a mobile device, look for the little three dots and usually you can change the playback speed there. My live streams generally last about 2 hours. They can go as long as 3 hours. It kind of depends on what we're working on that day and how the feedback is in the chat. While you're watching, you earn junk bucks. So if you are here, in order to get those junk bucks accumulating, go ahead and type hello in the chat and my little bot, Junkie Joe, will see you and then you'll start accruing junk bucks. And you're wondering, well, what do I do with those junk bucks? Well, you can accumulate those, and once you have 2,000 of them, you can type exclamation point award and you can redeem them for a $10 off coupon to my shop. You can earn junk bucks while you're here and when you are chatting, as well as when you play the in-chat game. So look for those as they come up, and if you make a donation. For those of you that make a donation during my live stream, make sure that you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com, and if you haven't already done so, create a user account. When you make a donation during my live stream, basically you're buying a membership to my website and to the live stream. In my opinion, what we're doing is you're accumulating that money in my account. Thank you for that donation. And as a reward, you will get 5% off your orders at lindaisrael.com. And during the live stream, if I have a journal that I'm giving away at the very end, you are eligible to win that journal. Anybody that makes a donation gets into that drawing by manually typing in the raffle at the end, but then you also get the discount membership on my website. Thank you to Robin, who is my administrator during the live stream. She helps me out with answering questions as well as giving information. She is also my administrator over at the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, please do. We'd love to have you over there. You're welcome to share what you're working on. Speaking of sharing, during the live today, you can speak up in the chat and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. You will not be able to share your link to your channel, but you can at least say, hey, my name is, and this is what I do. And then your friends that come into the chat can follow each other. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you will be kind to those that are here. If you have a question, put it in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those. The chat sometimes goes pretty fast, so I don't always see it, so do ask again. And at the same time, if you're in the chat and you know the answer to somebody's question, please speak up and give them the answer. Check the description box for links to products that I share today. Yes, I am an Amazon affiliate, which means I do get a commission on items that you purchase through my link. If you're going to buy something anyway, I greatly appreciate it. It does not cost you any extra. It just gives me a little bit of a commission, which helps me buy products to show you here. If you win one of the raffles, you can start right now by typing exclamation point raffle. Do make sure that you go over to my website, and if you haven't already created a user account, that way I will have your contact information so I can send you your prize. I am starting a raffle right now that is for 200 junk bucks, so you can get well on your way to accumulating your junk bucks. Let's have some fun today and let's get started. Thanks everybody for being here. Hello, everybody. How are you? Good afternoon. Hello, Peter and Robin, Margie, and I see Manda Dawn. Hello, hello, hello. So glad to have y'all here today. Hope you're having an amazing start to your week. Pardon me if I have to clear my throat. I may have to blow my nose. I've taken all my allergy medicine, but I've been sneezing and blowing my nose all day. The weather is starting to cool off a little bit here today. I haven't seen what the temperature is, but I know that when I went outside earlier, I was like, okay, Peter, if you can't get in the chat, refresh. It may be why you can't get into it, but we thank you so much for being here. All right, so Robin, a couple weeks ago, she said, I'd like for you to do a planner. And I know Julie's not here, so I'll have to say something to her later. She had said, well, let's do New Year's. And I'm like, well, New Year's is only one day. And of course, Christmas is only one day. But people celebrate Christmas for like a season from like November through December. And New Year's, you just basically do one day, right? Robin says right now it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit here in Oklahoma. So, sorry, Julie, it is one day, but I don't want to do a whole journal just for a New Year's. Hey, Jennifer, welcome, welcome, welcome. I was just thinking of you, Jennifer, in this little jar that you gave me. I was just admiring all the colors in there. I love all the sparkles. I want to thank you again for making this little jar for me. So we're going to do a planner. And I was trying to think creatively in what are ways that we could make a planner? What could we use? And my mother-in-law gave me this planner. It's from the Boys Ranch. I don't know if the reason why she got it was once she donated some money to them. I don't know if this is something that you could contact them. Maybe they would send you one. Maybe you've got a planner similar to this from a doctor or your dentist, or who knows. There may be all kinds of businesses that will put out a calendar or a planner. I know that one of the vendors, or I guess one of my clients now, he's also a vendor, and they print stationery and books and calendars for people. So sometimes I get a desk planner. So it's a flat piece that, usually has little corners, and each page is the month. So you can write on it, and then when you're done, you peel that page off, and then it reveals the next one. So there's many different ways to look at planners, and maybe you have picked one up at the store, maybe like a Dollar Tree or Dollar General or wherever. So I thought, based off of this, we would do a planner. And my thought was, I have a bunch of these paper sacks from our grocery store that we go to occasionally. Even though recently I've been ordering from Kroger online. You already got snow? Wow. Oh, it's another problem. Well, I'm sorry that you're having problems, Peter. Well, glad that you're here anyway. Julie's watching from her TV and commenting on her phone. Nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got a paper sack, and I'm going to cut off this edge. I have a big guillotine paper cutter. You could just use your scissors if you don't have a big guillotine paper cutter. In fact, I am going to use my scissors for part of it. I'm doing this because it seems to take me less time if I go ahead and cut the bottom portion off of this paper sack. Oreo's in the other room barking. He barked a little while ago, and I went in there and pet him. And poor Oreo, he's more and more, he's starting to get weaker in not being able to stand up for very long. I don't know what to do just yet. He has been able to get up. He's still eating. He goes outside. I don't know. Okay, so here's what I did was I cut the bottom off, and then I'm folding it flat, and then I'm going to fold it to where the folded edges, come on now, meet up here. Okay. So now I have this page where the fold is. I'm going to make sure that I keep it away from the cutting blade, and I'm going to cut off a portion of the sack. There's like a little divot that I want to make sure gets cut off at the top. So I'm just lining it up with the edge. And then I'm going to lay the planner on here to ensure that I cut this the same height. So I'm just going to use my guide. You would just want to measure yours if you're not using this. Okay, and then, there we go. Cut that portion off. I'm not going to save this. I'm going to throw it away. I've got too much stuff that I save as it is. So now I'm going to place this back up here and then cut this side, keeping this one away from the cutting blade. This is going to be my edge of my pages. And cut that off. While I have my paper cutter out, I also have some chipboard. I got 2 pieces. Now, if you don't have chipboard, you can use a cereal box or other type of cardboard that you may have in your stash. If you're using corrugated cardboard, I would recommend that you cover it with some fabric, like a piece of cardstock, not fabric, with a piece of cardstock first, and then you could cover it with fabric, because if you don't, it will show the corrugation, the texture. All right, so I cut that to be the same size, and I'm going to get rid of the scrappies and close up my paper cutter. We can't save, that's right, that's right, Phoebe. We can't save every scrap. Now, if it's fabric, I do save it. I have a little jar up here that I've been putting the little pieces in. All right, so now we're left with these pages, okay? And what I'm going to do is turn these where the printed side is out. And my thought was, I've got a whole stack of them. I have 12 to be exact. And I'm going to do a lay flat binding. And the idea is we're going to be able to have this be January. And then we'll glue this together. And this flips over. And this will be February. Do you follow me? And then this will be March. So on and so forth. So what I want to do first is get the first 2 and smooth this out as best I can, and then we're going to glue them together. I was trying to decide if I wanted to decorate the pages first, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue them together. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Julie. Your TV has ads, but you can see it. Oh, that's good. Jennifer has a good tip. She says, when I use corrugated cardboard, I roll it with a rolling pin before decorating it. I hate when it dents and leaves a crease, so I make it flat. So that's a great tip. So if you're trying to use corrugated cardboard and you don't want it to accidentally dent, because it can do that, then go ahead and flatten it. All right, so I'm going to line this up with the edge and kind of position my page together here, lining it up, and then I'll use my bone folder to kind of spread that glue out. This is one of those that you may have to be a little finicky with it to get it to lay flat. There's my first one. I'm going to open these both up so I don't get glue on the other page. I find if I put a little bit of glue close to the edge and then push it out with my bone folder, it can go all the way to the edge and adhere your 2 pages together. All right, so there's the first set. So now I'm going to do the next one. There are times that you do like the corrugated texture under fabric or just a look. Gotcha, okay. So I don't like it personally, but that's okay. Aw, I'm sorry you're having problems there, Margie. Technology. Don't we just love it? Okay, just coming over this way. And then I want to make sure I got my fold that's going to go this way. I'm going to line these up. Okay. Come on now. So if you've got pages like this that you want to bind together, this is a way to do it. Now, if you have single pages, like just half of this page, you could always glue the two together with another piece of paper or fabric to make it this size. See how this looks so far? Look at that. And they'll lay flat. As flat as they're going to be. Hey, Janice! It depends on how much embellishing you do on your pages. If you're just joining me, thank you for being here today. I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me. If you have any questions, just type them out in bold letters, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you have suggestions, please feel free to share your thoughts or ideas or even experiences. All right, I'm just trying to get this lined up as best I can. Spread it out. I haven't decided, maybe you can help me with what I'm going to use on the cover. I've got these chipboard pieces, and I think I want to cover them with either paper or fabric so they're not brown. And it'll give this journal a little bit more rigidness or rigidity. I'm just making up words now. Oreo's in there just making all kinds of noise. Oreo, come here! I went in there earlier and just pet him and pet him and pet him. So I don't know if he's expecting something else. I took him outside earlier. I may go get him and bring him in here. Alright, well we're moving right along here. It may not be perfectly put together, but I think it's going to work pretty good. Alright, just making sure I don't have any pages that are sticking together where they shouldn't. Like so. Somebody sent me a message. Okay. I'm like, this is going to make these pages a lot thicker too. So I know, for example, that Robin prefers to use cardstock thick papers for her pages. So if you like to have a little bit thicker paper to put on your embellishments to use as your foundation, then by gluing this together piece by piece like this will really give it a lot more stability. Oreo still has his hearing, yes. He still hears. His sight is gone. It's interesting because if you walk in the room and there's a lamp that has that click when you turn it on, and he'll raise his head. He's like, what's going on? He might be able to see light. I'm not positive. I know that it has a tendency to walk towards light in our house. If the room is dark, he'll walk towards the light. Okay. Yeah, I think he might be looking for me. I'm going to go get him real fast. He may not stay in here, but I'm going to go get him. Oreo! 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 What are you doing? Come here. I got Oreo. Yeah. Oh, you're so pathetic. All right, you want to lay up in the bed? You want to get up here in that bed? Huh? Oh, Hercules says, wait, I was here first. Okay. There you go. I'll put him in the bed. See if he stays. Okay. I don't know if he'll stay. No, it needs a hearing aid. He needs glasses for sure. Now he knows where Hercules is. Maybe he will stop barking in the other room. Sometimes he goes to work without me, with Henry. But Henry had to leave the shop to make some deliveries today. So we left him at the house. Okay. Let's put these together. He's getting old. If he makes it, he will be 15 on December the 10th. Okay. Trying to smooth these out. Okay. We're getting there. Got a few more pages to go. I didn't know how long this is going to take, but I thought it would be better to show y'all start to finish as much as I can. I'm thinking maybe a paper collaging over the covers before I attach them to the pages. Have any of you ever tried this technique of gluing papers together to make a journal? It's the day before your birthday. Aw, thank you so much, Margie. We're trying, you know. We keep thinking, is this it? Is this the day we're going to have to take him and say farewell? And then he gets up and he moves around. He eats his food. I'm like, well, guess not. He wants to live. Okay. I'm liking this because they're going to lay cool. Trying to really get those pages put together. If I get low on paper bags, you have lots. It's funny because I was just sitting here thinking, we don't go to Crest as much anymore. And we've been ordering from Kroger. So I don't know. He just went in the other room to bark. So I don't know if we're going to get very many more paper sacks. I guess, it's 4 o'clock. So he may think because we're home, he needs to eat some food. So maybe what I'll do is put some food in his bowl. He may not eat it because it won't be the fancy food. We've been mixing dry dog food with canned dog food and a gourmet dog food. Yes, our dogs get 3 different types of food in their bowl. And they really like the gourmet and the canned dog food. And I make them eat the other because they need... Oh, this didn't get straight. Oh, well. I may have to trim it off. Because they need all that protein and everything. All right, I'm not going to do this. This one's giving me fits. Come on now. There we go. I got off just a little bit. You have to, if you want to do this like I'm doing, you have to take your time, not be in a hurry like I am. Oh, you order from Aldra and they deliver in paper sacks? Gotcha. Well, cool. I know where to get some sacks. I saved a bunch of them so that I would have them for whatever reason. My mother-in-law used to use the paper sacks to put her garbage in sometimes, and then she's changed her system of how she does things, so she doesn't use the paper sacks anymore. Okay, we're getting there. He stopped barking. Hercules went in there. Okay. You did this method with gel printed papers. Cool. Did you like it? Did you think that was a good way to put those papers together? I'm guessing that you put the back side or the ugly sides together so that you had a little bit more stability on your pages. Okay. All right. Last page. All right, so my thought was I would glue the planner to the front here. I'm hoping that by gluing it to the paper sack that it'll have a little bit more stability. Okay, put this one down. It got off a little bit. It's not perfect. Got you. Chose ones that are nice backgrounds to art on. Yeah, there you go. Well, and this is a great way to make an art journal. You know, just paste the pages together and then you have this whole layout that you can use. All right, so my thought was taking this page and then just gluing this, because it's a little bit thicker, to the cover of this. And then let's take some time to cover the chipboard pieces and we'll glue those down. Okay. Trying to put a nice thin amount. This is a glossy paper, so it has a tendency to not like wet glue, but I'm hoping that I can make this work. Okay. So then you have your monthly planner pages in the middle of this front, and then you'll have your individual months in a spread. All right, let's cover the... Oh, you made teeny weeny books for your dolls? Cool. All right, so I have these two pieces, and so I was just going to collage over them. So let's see. Awesome. Just got some different papers that I thought I would grab. I have a tendency to pick out a lot of pink there for some reason. That may be enough if I kind of piece it together. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go with those. Wait, there may be one more of these. I may use those. And I'm just covering the cardboard so I can layer on top of it if I want. Okay. So my thinking was to kind of position this where maybe it overlaps a little bit. Maybe do this piece here. Then I've got this watercolor paper. Something like that, maybe? Yep, let's do it. Alright, so I want to add some distress inks to the edge. You like this idea? Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. You're waiting for it. See how I do the spine? I've got some fabric that I want to use on the spine. Just kind of adding a little bit of some distress inks where the pages will meet. All right, so I'm going to glue this one down here. So maybe about this high. Okay. All right. And I'm going to wrap it to the back side. So I'm going to fold over. I think I'll cut off some of this. Let's get a paper cutter. Yeah, I'm going to put fabric on the spine. Okay. Fold this corner in. Okay. Okay. I'm concentrating, can you tell? All right. Fold this over. This side won't be seen, so I'm just trying to get it glued down. Okay, smooth it out. Okay, fold this piece over. Okay, there we go. Now I have glue all over my fingers. All right, turn this around. And I'm thinking something like that. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to put a generous amount of glue on here. Get that nice and neat. All right, smoothing that out. I'll go ahead and cut off the excess that I don't need. Cutting off the excess, yes indeed. I don't know why I cut off, to have more scraps, right? Okay. Get rid of the scrappy scraps. Well, Robin won some junk bucks. Okay, and fold this over. Well, I guess there was enough glue it stuck. Okay, come down the edge. Oh, I didn't even show y'all my nails today. They're, of course, now I've got glue all over them. They're pink, but they have a little bit of a stamped tone-on-tone texture. You may not be able to see it. It looks really pretty in person. Oh, poor Julie missed the chat. Doesn't he know you're busy? Why didn't he just send you a text message real fast? Okay. Go down this side. Alright, so we got one done. There's one. I think that's going to look good. I got to clean my hands off. It's driving me crazy. I probably should have put some gloves on. Ooh, the rubbing alcohol got a cut on my finger. Okay. Now, let's go this way. And I think I want more of this purple here. I don't know if I want this. Well, I got the pink on the back. All right, let's put this side down first. I'm going to have to go buy some more glue next time I get a coupon to one of the stores that still allows you to use coupons to buy glue. This is one of my watercolor papers where I'd used Tattered Angels and just sprayed it over book pages. And then I scanned it in. It created these really pretty papers. Alright, let's cut off the excess again. Okay. Cut this side off. That should be pretty good. A little bit of glue. Glue on the table. You got both all your devices going there, Julie. Okay. Okay. The color block papers are gel prints, and I did a color and then just did each one separately. I think I have a tutorial. Of course, I probably did it during a live stream. It's a good way to add color to papers. Okay. Of course, if you have an abundance of scrapbook papers and whatnot, then you can collage those together. I have to tell you, I broke my watch band. The pin that holds it together came out, and went flying across the room, and I was like, great. So I went on to Amazon because that's where I got this one from, and I ordered another one. And then I was sitting here earlier and I was like, I wonder. So I took a straight pin and tested to see if it would go through the metal portion and through the band and then to the other side, and it would. And it had a flat head on it, and once I got to the other side, I cut off some of the excess, and then I took my jewelry pliers and curled it onto itself, and unless you look really close, you can't even tell. All right, let's go right about here. So where there's a will, there's a way. But I'll replace it when I get my new one. Yeah, if you fold the quarters over, Julie, then they'll be cleaner and you don't have to worry about it lifting because it's all covered in and they look mitered. I don't know how you never saw that before, because I do it all the time with fabric. All right, I think we're done with this. All right, I think somebody sent a message. Okay. All right, we'll fold this over. Okay. Hey, Bonnie. Welcome. So glad to have you here. You like it? I'm glad you like it. Okay, do this one. Okay. We're almost done covering these. I'm going to add embellishments and whatnot to it later, but I wanted to get the base of this journal put together. And then we'll start decorating some of the pages. Well, I didn't see you, so I just want to say hello. I do it with fabric too. It's the same technique. Okay. I think this will be perfect for the cover, because if I want to put a title here, I could, or if I add other embellishments to it, I could. And then I think this will be the back, probably just like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this over. Because this is a gel print, it's acrylic paint, I'm going to grab some Beacon glue, if I can get it open. Probably have to clean off some glue boogers. That's usually what happens. All right, let's see if I can get that coming out. Since we're also gluing to that glossy paper, this should help. All right, so now line this up with the edge. Flip it over. Oh yeah, that gives it a nice sturdy cover to that now. Flip it to the back, do the same thing. So if you don't like to do a pamphlet stitch binding or stitching any kind of binding, this is a great way to do that. form of binding, just glue them back to back. All right, so then this is going to go on this side. Lay this flat. Yay! All right, so this is the front. There's those pages. All right, so now we got to cover the spine. And I found a piece of this fabric. And I think it's wide enough that it should go right over the edge. All right. So I'm going to glue this right down the spine. Get that nice and smooth. And then let's cut off the excess. Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut off the extra. I'm just kind of pulling this somewhat tight. I did get it centered pretty good, I think. Now, I don't know if I actually want to put glue on the edges. I think I will put a little glue down here. Okay. Pull this over. Kind of smooth that out. And I think I'll just trim off the excess. So I'll open this up and just cut it even with the edge. There. How is that? All right, so now I've got my journal base made. I can go in and start adding to the pages. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, just the acetone, but I think this looks pretty good. So you can lay somewhat flat. It's got a little bit of a bulge there where I didn't get enough glue, but I think it'll be okay. If I wanted, I could get a syringe and put some glue down in there, but I think this will be fine. All right, so if we open this up, making sure I've got it right side up, this would be January. So now we're going to decorate the pages. So what do I want to put on these pages? I grabbed some digital papers and some gel prints and some other things. My thought was that I would create a pocket on here that if we wanted, we could put a smaller monthly journal on the page. So here you're going to have your monthly layout, and I may come back in and add some, I don't know if I want to leave the Boys Ranch information or cover it up. But if I covered this page with some papers and then create a pocket on one of the sides to add a journal in, what do you think? Is that a good idea? Because you may want to write out your goals and whatnot, and that might be easier to do so on the page, or of a journal, I mean. Okay, so I've got some digital papers, and we even got some of that left. I was going to use some of this paper. It's from an old-fashioned scrapbook, and it's discolored and yellowed. I don't know. I don't like the texture of the paper, so maybe what might do is cut smaller pieces and lay it on the page. I don't know. Some more papers. Okay, so I got a bunch of papers out. I don't know what I'm going to use, just some of it. All right, I think I need a drink. I got a little bit of my latte left over from this morning. All right, so this is January. You know, I kind of like these papers. This is from the Apothecary Garden. I may save that one for February just because I like the pink. So what if I just cover this? I don't know if I want to cover the whole thing. Kind of like this one. It's kind of directional, but I think it'd be kind of pretty to put on the page. Something like that. I think what I want to do is trim off the excess and then glue it down. And then I'm just going to kind of go through each month and glue some papers down, and then I can come back and add pockets. All right, let's see if I turn this over and get a pen. All right. Oh, don't drop the pen on the floor. Ugh. Got it. All right, so I'll trim this one off. Okay, that'll be one side. And then let's do this one. Trim off the excess. I'm going to let it overlap in the middle because one of these papers is a little bit wider than my pages. That way it won't curl up. That's my thinking anyway. So I'm going to glue this one down first, and then I'll glue this one over the top of it, and that will cover that brown paper. Come on, give me some good lighting. Why aren't you... Maybe a little bit brighter. There we go. I think that works a little better. It's almost like I'm missing some lights, but I'm not. Thank you so much, Julie. Okay. So now I'm going to put some glue. So we're going to cover up that ugly paper sack. I think this is going to be one of those projects where I work on this for a couple of weeks. Okay, smooth it out. Okay, I like it. All right, I'm going to glue this side down. Trying to get close to the edge. Okay. I'm going to kind of dip this in that edge so that there's enough glue on it. Come on now. Smooth it out. I've got her address, Robin. I keep forgetting. Send me an email. Because I forget when I sit down at my computer to send you that. I have her address. Too many things going on. This is our busy season, if y'all didn't know, in our embroidery and t-shirt printing. So I stay really busy during the week at work. I want to make sure that my pages, which are stuck together now. Come on. There you go. Oh, I like it. Now, do you want me to go ahead and just embellish the whole page? Or do you want me to spend the time and cover each page? Y'all let me know what you want me to do. Oh, this will be pretty. See, I think I'm going to do this on February. Okay. I have a ready-made pocket here that I guess I could measure. It looks like I could do from the top load. So it measures. What do you feel like doing? Janice says embellish. All right, so 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. So I'm thinking of gluing this here, and then if we want, we could do, let's do an interesting folded journal page on top of this. I think that would be good. All right, so I'm going to glue this in. Glue, like so. Julie's happy either way. So if I make it at least 5 inches wide, whatever I put in the pocket, that would be easier, I think. Maybe that's what I'll do over the next few weeks is do a page spread. This is from Calico Collage. It's some of her spring flowers, I think it's called. Hopefully I have a link in the description box. And this was a rubber stamped image. I like the way that looks. Okay, so if this goes here like that, we have some room if we want to put something here. So I think what I'm going to do is look for some paper I can put here. So do we want a piece of blue? I think a piece of purple would be pretty right there. Okay. All right, I want to make sure that I don't make it too close to the spine. So if I cut that at 2¼ inches and just make a 2¼ inch strip all the way down. Let's see what this looks like. We may not like it. I think I like that. All right, I'm going to trim it. I want a little bit of a border at the top and the bottom, so I'm just going to mark it and then trim that off. Now, do we want lines on there? Because what I was thinking was I could put to-do list at the top and then have some lines go down the page. You know, if we did that, and then I could add lines. So add lines with the flourished border lines. So it's 2 stamps, but I'm just going to use the line portion. Hey, Beverly, welcome. All right, I need a acrylic block. And a scrap of paper. Let's put that on here. Save that. Move this over here. All right, I'm just going to position this where I can see it. So maybe like this. Okay. Get some archival inkjet black. I keep rotating this, trying to figure out which would be the best way for me to see it. All right. Do I want to do it this way? There we go. I'm using the, oh, I missed. Oh, well, I think it'll be okay. I was using the lines on the page, but I think I'm going to go ahead and line this up closer. Okay, that's better. I can fix that. I can fix it. Just gotta give me a minute. Okay, so to fix that, I'm going to put a piece of paper over there and hope that I can stamp this. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. I think, you know, it's handmade, right? This up there. I'm going to add some distress inks to it. So if you don't have lined paper, you can make your own. Another way you could do this is use a ruler and just hand draw the lines. Maybe you've got a different stamp that you could make faux lines. Okay. All right, so we're going to put this over here. I don't know if there's enough room. I got a doily here. I don't think it'll show if I were to put a piece of doily behind there. Not really. Nope. Maybe we'll use it over here. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. I was going to see if Norella had some month digitals, and I didn't get around to doing that. So I could put January, February. I haven't made a rubber stamp set yet that is the months. I've got the days of the week, but not the months. Okay. Kind of centering that. All right, so now we need to put some stuff over here. I have, what did it do with it? I had a little notepad papers that I found. Let's see if any of those work. These were given to me, and I haven't used them. I've had them for a while. So I thought this might be a good time. Got different shades of purple. Got some blues. We have neon green. I know that's Robin's favorite. So maybe something like that. And then we'll find something to put down here in the bottom. Should we put another pocket on here? Let's see what we have in here. I have a smaller pocket. I don't know if I like the way that looks. Whoopsie. Oh, I know where there's some more. I keep forgetting that I have this little bundle here. Those are envelopes. I've got this pocket, although that kind of blends into the page, doesn't it? These are bigger pockets. Trying to see what else I have here that might work. I kind of have a little folio piece. I guess if I glued that down and then this would flip over. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe. I have a little mini journal we could put on the page. Maybe I need to make a specialty pocket because I don't see a ready-made one that I want to use. I'm thinking maybe if we put goals up here or something and then put this in a pocket down below so you can have some more individual things that you want to put on here. Maybe. Let's see. I have some of Norella's images. This could make an interesting pocket on the page. It's a journal card, but I think that would look good. And it's using up some of my stuff. Oh, and I've got the word blessed. Okay. What is in here? That's the garden tea party. All right, what do you think of that? Let me know what you think of that. I have to use the facilities. I'll be right back. What are you doing, Hercules? You need to go outside, Hercules? Too late? Hercules, you go outside? No? Go outside? Okay, I'm back. Don't everybody talk at once. Hey, Carrie. Hello. Thank you. You like that idea so far? I think that'll look good. All right. So I'm going to add some tabs to this. Move this out of the way. So I need some strips of paper. I just got some scrapbook paper. I'm just going to cut a couple of strips. That should be enough. It's cardstock, the little journal card that I have here. So it should be thick enough to adhere down. All right, I need the glue. You're stamping Christmas cards? I haven't done Christmas cards in a long time. I don't send them anymore. It costs so much money to send, and I don't know. I liked getting them when I got them, but at the same time, it's so expensive. So I thought, well, something to cut back on, and I don't have near the stress worrying about getting them done. I am the professional. Thanks, Gary. How are you? I hope you are well. I've missed you. I'm so glad that you were able to stop in today. Have you been creating? What have you been creating? What does everybody work on? You made 75 cards today, Bonnie. So are you doing them the same design, like assembly style, or are you just making one pattern, and then when you get tired of that pattern, make a different pattern? Robin made snowman Christmas cards. Lovely. You had to iron a shirt for hubby? I thought he wasn't there. And I'm just adding the little tabs so that it has a little bit of give to it, in case you put something thick in the pocket. All right, I'll cut these at an angle here and here and across the bottom. You just sent 17 cards, not the same, each different. Cool, cool, cool. Just started some Christmas ornaments today, shaped like hearts out of cardboard for your 3 adult granddaughters. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm going to fold this over. Try to make sure this glue is dry before I fold it. Okay. Well, I left the back door open for Hercules because he decided he wanted to go outside. Too bad I can't teach him to close the door. I guess if I had done it when he was younger, put a rope on the door and say, pull shut. Okay, I think that looks good. It's upside down, but that's okay because there's text on here. Oh, well. Okay, so if I put that right here, and then this can go in the pocket. So I'll glue this one down. Oh, well, I'm glad he still paid. Oh, well, we'd love to see what you're making, Julie. Share what you're doing. Because that's what it's all about, is inspiring everybody else. And if you're inspired by what someone else makes, then let us know about it. All right, I'm going to add some distressings to this piece. And I was going to put that here. And I was trying to decide if I want to put don't know if I want to stamp this and put it down, or I could layer like this one over the top and maybe stamp in the background. And I was thinking goals. Maybe goals to put over here. We've got to-do list, and then if we put goals over here, do we want to stamp this so you can check them off? I don't know. You tell me what you think is better while I dig in my little labels. I could do a blue on blue, but I'm kind of thinking maybe the purple on the blue, or I've got a pink here. I stamp the little labels whenever I have a scrap, and then when I have a few minutes, I fussy cut those out. Oh, I have a bunch of green. Let's see how this looks. If we're to put that there, and then I would stamp the checkoff list below that. Maybe even put it like this. I don't know. Sounds good, Jenna says. All right, let's slide this over. All right, so there's two sides. The other side is white. I think I'm going to stamp this. Now, this one can be finicky, so I have to get my good block here and lay this one out. Okay. Let's see if this will work. And if it doesn't, I cover it up with another piece of paper. I kind of put it down lower. And then press firmly, but don't rock your stamp. Oh, that looks good. So then if I stamp goals above that, and then put this on this side and maybe stamp around it. All right, let's put the planner stamp back. And I have the henna rose out. I think that's what I'll do, is stamp the henna rose. Okay, I've already got this out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that. And I'm going to grab... Is that big enough? Almost. If I cut a piece... Oh, you know what? I've got a receipt. Okay, that works. I'm masking off where I stamped so that when I stamp the henna rose in the background, it doesn't touch the little to-do list. See there? And then when I put this one on that side, we've got a nice little border. How's that? Oh, thank you, Carrie. It's so much easier by storing them on my laminated pages. So if you have stamps that are cling mounted, create an index page, whether you stamp it or you have an index sheet that came with the stamp, glue it onto a piece of heavy cardstock. I put 2 pieces of cardstock back to back, and then I laminated them with my heat laminate, and then it sticks to it. So my thought was to do this. Oh yeah, I need to stamp that. Goals. Okay, goals. And then position this where it's in the middle. Cool. Okay. Put this away. Get a hold of that. Maybe up in the middle, like that. Another thing we could do, let's see if this, now, should I add some color to that piece? I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this background piece all the way down, and then you can tell me if I should change the color of the doily. And later I'll come back and I'll put January. I'm also going to make something to go in this pocket, so we'll do that. Thank you, Margie, or thank you, Carrie. I looked up and saw Margie's message. Oh, I did it upside down. Dang it. Good thing I saw it before I put it down all the way. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Glue goals. There. And I'm going to add at least some distress inks to the edges. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm guessing that Beverly says no to adding color to the doily. So we can just paste it down on top like that. Just kind of positioning it in the middle. Okay. Okay, smooth that out. Oh. Messed up. We'll figure something out. Oh. Oh, I know. Okay, I'm going to put Bless down here, but I think I saw... Is this big enough? It is. That stands out. Okay. Hey, Raven, welcome. All right, let's glue this together. So this is going to be January. I think I'll look at Calico Collage and see if she has months I can print that'll match my eclectic theme. And I saw some flowers. Where are they? Here they go. I don't know if I want to do blue on there. I have this yellow. Although I don't want to cover it up. That's too big. That one is too big, Linda. I have a butterfly. Flower or butterfly. Or we could do both, I guess. Oh, I have a yellow flower. So if I were to put this down and then maybe put the butterfly coming off one side. I don't know. Let me grab some leaves to go under it. I think that looks good. Oh, might help if I was in the frame a little bit, huh? You like it with the green? Okay, I think we're going to do that one. So let's put this back in here. I think I need to add some distress inks to the butterfly. So let's do that. I think I'm going to continue working on this page and making something to go in this pocket. And then next week, I should be able to do like February and March, maybe even more, during the live stream. Making a little cluster. How's that? Yeah, what I found, Carrie, in my case, is I stamped the little label on different colors of scrap paper that I have left over. So when I'm done with my live stream, for example, here's a piece, I could stamp that goals on the label twice, and then I save them. So I have them in different colors, and then all I have to cut them out, put them aside, and then when I'm ready, I can just find the one that fits and then stamp what I want on it. All right, so let's just glue this down. So I'm going to add a little glue to the back and then add the greenery and then glue this whole thing down. Okay. Yeah, you like the yellow in there to kind of break up that blue? This is kind of a purple butterfly, and I'm going to lay an acrylic block over that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's make something to go in this pocket. I'm trying to decide if I should just make a fold over piece of paper that slides in. I could take some cardstock and maybe add a couple of pieces of paper to it so that if we wanted additional journaling space for the month of January that has to do with planning. How many pages should we put in there? Let me see what I have. I saw some scrapbook paper, but it's just paper, not cardstock. Let's see if there's something in here that kind of screams, add me to the page. I don't know. Oh, I kind of like that one. What's up, Hercules? Let me grab some paper. I don't know. I've got some different cardstock colors. Let's see what we find. Do I want purple on purple? Maybe. My thought was I would cut a panel to put on top of a piece of cardstock. maybe this would be a good color. And then make this tall enough that it sticks out the top so you can pull it out. Where's the glitter? We haven't got to the embellishment yet, Peter. We'll have to add some glitter. All right, so I know that 5 inches should fit inside my pocket. So if I cut this piece of paper to be 10 inches and then make it maybe 10 by 10 would make it stick up to that far up. Let's do that. Yeah, so this is a planner, Carrie, and I have used a ready-made monthly planner at the beginning. I'll show it to you in just a moment. All right, so then I want this to be 4 3/4 of an inch. I'll save this for something else. And I need this to be 9 3/4. And I'll grab some paper for some pages. So my thought was I'll put this on here and it can fit in the pocket here like that. So yeah, here's what I did. I had a planner that my mother-in-law gave me from the boys club, and I just put it at the beginning. That's how I determined the size of my journal. So it's a monthly spread planner. And then this will be January. And then here will be a separate journal we can pull out. We've got a to-do list for January, goals for January. And then I have this little portfolio that has a few little things in it that can go here. Does that make sense? You like that? All that colors? All right, so let's decorate this a little bit. So I'm going to move it out of the way. I'll add some distress inks to that. I'm trying to use up some of the scrapbook paper. I have so much that I want to use some of it. Okay. Okay, so we got this that'll go on top of this page. I'll go ahead and glue it down, and then I'll look to see what I can use for papers. A page hugger. What is a page hugger? I forgot what a page hugger is. My brain's not functioning, Julie. I don't know what a page hugger is. What is a page hugger? I'll probably go, oh yeah! Okay. And then I'll make some pages. Well, I have lots of years and years of experience, Carrie. I'm trying to decide, that would be kind of pretty for a page inside, wouldn't it? If I should just do some scrapbook papers as pages. Of course, they are going to have patterns on some sides, but I think it might be good to use up some of those papers, and then we can always collage over them. So I'm going to go back to this, maybe one of those. So eclectic, yeah, just making it just eclectic. Oh, this would be good because it doesn't have any pattern on it. Oh, the screen would be good. You could write over that. Let's see what other papers I have here that would go. It's a different shade of green. We could use this yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4, maybe 5 pages. All right, let's see. I've got this kind of a brown. Why not? Because it matches that brown. Page hugger marks the page you are on. Some are corners and some have 2 joined at each end to slip over the page. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that it's gonna need a whole nother thing. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is get all these even. My journal cover is 5 by 10. So if I make my pages slightly smaller, so let's make them 10 or 9 3/4. So if I did this also at 9 3/4, because it's a square that we used, yeah, that'll fit inside. Okay, and then come like this. So I did create some little strips, but maybe we could turn those into little notebooks or notepads. All right, so now what I want to do, move this over here. Okay, so I'm going to fold these in half. So I think I want this one first. And then maybe this yellow. And we'll do this brown. And let's do the green. Okay. So let's do this, and this, and this, and this. So when you flip through here, you've got a blank page and then a colorful page. Now, do you want me to take the time to add color to the white pages, or should I just go ahead and bind these into our journal cover that's going to slip into our journal? And I think I'm going to leave a space here to put the month, because if this is in the pocket and it says January, okay, a while ago it fit, now it's giving me a fit, and then this said January across the top. Wouldn't that be self-explanatory for the January planning? I think that would be good. Yes? No? Maybe? And then I'll have to figure out what I want to put on the cover. All right, I think I'm going to put some gloves on and get out some distress inks and add some color, some stenciling to the pages, just so they're not stark white. You like that idea? All right, if I can get my glove to cooperate. All right, so let's grab a couple of stencils. Okay. All right, lay this out. And what color should I do? Maybe I've got Blueprint. How about Concord? Dusty Concord. So I'm going to look for my purple. That's lilac. Well, we can use it. I don't think I ever got a re-inker for that. I think I have it saved to my wish list and haven't done it yet. All right, so I'm going to kind of line this up with the edge. It's really light because it needs to be re-inked. See how light that is? You can even see it. It's flashing out. Come on now. Give us some color. Something fell and it startled me. I didn't know what it was. Let's see if I can change that just a little bit. Okay. Blue. Well, I've already picked purple. We'll do the next one with some blue. We're doing purple. Adding some purple. These are stencils that I made, if those of you that are watching that don't know. And then I'm going to line this up so I can finish doing the bottom half of the page. There we go. So now that white paper has a pattern on it, so it doesn't look so stark white. You see that? All right, so that's going to go there. Get rid of the purple. You said blue. Peter wants blue. Let's find a stencil we can use. Let's do some more little daisies. And, ocean or blueprint sketch? Let's do blueprint sketch. And I need my blue. Since this is a blue page, I'll do blue on the back side of it. Of spastic paraphilia. All right. Can't see it when it's laying on white on white on white. Okay. I probably should add some blue, so I'm going to shake it up. Need to make a salad for hubby. I think we're having, what is it that we're having? Oh, I made chicken and dumplings that I made a couple days ago. We like to plan our meals so that we can have multiple days out of a meal. Because cooking is so hard, you know, to have to figure out, what do we want for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. So we just try to make a meal that we can heat up in the microwave and sit down and enjoy. You have to put the words together, Raven. It happens. That's right. Okay. There you go. All right, now I'm going to move this down and line it up, twist it just a little bit. I like this idea of using up these scrapbook papers. I've got so much scrapbook paper. All right, that looks good. Alrighty. Let's move that up there. I think I want a yellow. Oh, let's do polka dots. We'll do yellow polka dots. I think mustard. Is that the color I want? Yeah, let's do mustard seed. There's my yellow. We have roast in the crock pot. Nice. Let's go to Jennifer's house. Trying to put some color on here. All right, and then slide this up, reposition. Wrong one. I almost picked up the purple and put it in the yellow. That would not have been good. There we go. Okay. This one is brown. Do we really want to put brown on the backside? I think we should pick a different color. How about, I don't know, not brown. I'm trying to see if I see a color that would be better. I've got pink. Maybe this flamingo. Let's see if I've got a pink. That's seedless preserves. There's a pink. Now, what stencil? Not that one. How about butterflies or dragonflies stencil? You have TV dinners, but you have spaghetti with jar sauce today. Oh, more dishes to do, but it's worth it to have a real meal, sort of. Well, we kind of like we'll buy the spaghetti in the jar, but then we add fresh onion and mushrooms and tomato and ground beef. I think I need to refresh that one. And I probably don't have that color. Yes, that's it. Nope. Nope. I think I brought home the refresher spray. I did. Nope. Yeah, Distress Refresher. So if you don't have a color, you can get this refresher spray. It helps a little bit. It's not good to use every single time. I probably should order a refill of that. Yeah, because you can't even see. That helps. It'll be really subtle. Today you had sushi? Wow. I bet it was good. I get sushi every once in a while. There's a grocery store near us called Sprouts, and on Wednesday they have a few of their select sushi rolls for basically half price. So I usually go in and pick up 2 different ones. They're usually like $5 or $6. Normally they're $10 to $11 for a whole roll. And I like it. It's pretty good. Okay, that added a little pattern to that one. You're glad you're allergic to fish? Yuck. Well, you know, each his own. Everybody's got their own thing, right? What is this one? This was almost fleur de lis. We'll use that one. And we'll use mowed lawn. Put that on top. And I'll get my green. Green. Okay. Line it up. Line it up. Okay. Trying to get it somewhat straight. Self-made sushi. Oh, nice. I can have your share, Margie. I understand. Henry doesn't like fish either. So usually what happens, we have dinner at his parents' house on most Tuesdays. We're not this week because it's Thanksgiving. And we're going to go over there on Thanksgiving or Thursday. But usually what happens is we'll have leftovers that we bring home from the dinner, and Henry will eat those, and I will go on Wednesday to the grocery store that has the sushi on sale, and that's what I'll have for dinner while he eats whatever the leftovers are. It works for us. Okay, I think that looks good. Just adding a little bit. Come on, why are you flashing out? I'm going to have to make some adjustments to my camera. Okay. I don't know if I'll show y'all in a while, but I put the labels on the edges of all my distress inks, and then I store them in a drawer so it's easier to see it. You were a chef? Ah, self-made is minimum. Gotcha. Well, I'm sure it was absolutely yummy. Okay, so here are our once plain pages. Now there's a pattern on all of the pages. You like it? All right, I'm going to do a pamphlet stitch. So I'll line these up in the middle. Get my journal making supplies here. I get it. Not everybody likes raw fish, but actually the ones that I get are cooked. So you don't always have to get completely raw. You can get some that are cooked. I think that'll be good. Just to, let me get this one. This is better. Well, that's not the one I want. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to eyeball this to get it in the center as best I can. Right about there. And then I'll poke the holes and stitch it together. And I'll look through my embellishments and maybe we can find one that would fit to go on the cover of this. You do like raw chocolate. Well, that is different. All right. Put this away. I'm using my bookbinder's needles. So if you don't have one, I do have a few left in my shop. Go from the center, the top. I think I like this idea because if you want to write some things, it'll be easier to sit down and jot in this journal because it can come out of the bigger journal. Okay. Didn't make sure yet. I'll just leave the tails long for now. I may come back and put flat charms on them. All right. Let's find something to go on the cover. Chicken and avocado. I love avocado. Raw cocoa beans taste horrible, so no raw chocolate. But beans are vegetables, so chocolate is a vegetable. There you go, Peter. Smoked trout might be this. I like grilled salmon. Yes, you can make sushi vegan too. It can just be vegetables. I saw. Let's see if there's something in here. This might look kind of pretty to add to the front. And then if we put January at the top. Making it very eclectic. Cook the rice with light soy sauce, rice vinegar, and other seasoning. Yeah, baked salmon. You like baked salmon? I like grilled. We have a outdoor griddle that I really like. Oh, I like that better maybe. I don't know. You stay while I decide. I don't know. I kind of like this one. I could do like a little collage. Maybe add another piece of something, but I kind of like that idea. And this has like a calendar on it. This is from the Punked Out Steam kits. So I thought that would be neat to make a pocket out of that and then put January across the top there. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I have made a decision. Enjoy the moment. We'll put that on there. Using some Calico collages. I believe this is from the Apothecary Garden. No, not Apothecary Garden. The Amarillo Rose. That's from Amarillo Rose too, I believe. Alright, so I want this to be a pocket. I think I can get away with just gluing the edges. So I'm going to do that. Again, I want to make sure this is the right side up. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. What else should we do to this? I'm talking to it. I'm telling it what I want. You do love your own recipe for grilled salmon? Yeah. I like grilled salmon, but I hardly like when we go out to eat because most places overcook it, and I don't want dried out salmon. So when I cook it at home, I have a timer, and I make sure to flip it over at the right time, and that seems to work pretty good. All right, so I'm going to check on Norella's to see if she happens to have the months, January, February, March, April, May, so on, that I can use to put at the top here. And then this is going to go in the pocket. I like that pop of pink. I did find some, here's some sparkles, butterflies. Oh yeah, I was going to put, enjoy the moment. I'm going to put it up high. Glue that down. No fishies will ever swim in your house. When you've won, oh, you've won some competitions too, Peter. Wow, we got somebody that's famous. Cuppy will eat them. Cuppy would like them, right? All right, so I was thinking of adding one of these stickers. Should I do this white one? I think the white one would be good. I can get it off the backer paper. Come off. Huh. Wow. It doesn't want to come off the backer paper. Let's get my glasses. We gotta get my double glasses on so I can see. There we go. I was thinking of putting that right here. And there's your glitter, Peter. I don't know why it's not. Is it? Oh, it had just a tiny, tiny speck of glue. So I'm going to put some more because it came loose. There. Now, some kids don't like fish. Our dogs are hit or miss. Sometimes they like salmon in their dog food, and sometimes they don't. I don't think they like it every day, every once in a while. You don't think she would eat a real whole one? It'd have to be one that was made into cat food. So the liquid usually leaks from the surface. Sometimes the color changes slightly. That's the moment to turn. Gotcha. I've just learned on my griddle to turn the temperature to 350 and I cook it for 3 minutes and then turn it. And then cook it for 3 more minutes. I have a dome that I put over it. And that seems to keep it from burning. Okay, I like that. And then this will go in here. And then we'll put January up there when I get those. All right, what do you think? I'll have to cut this off because we don't need it, but there we go. That would be the January planner spread. So once we put the word January up there, that hopefully will make sense. And then we've got notes. And then we've got a little note card here. We can do a to-do list over here. We've got goals. We can write in 2 different spots. And then I have this little folio that has some little pieces of paper inside. This was from a bulb catalog where you can order flowers. And this was some scraps of scrapbook paper and one of those labels that I stamped again. And then over here is a little envelope that I made. And then I put a little bitty card that folds over inside. It's handy when you have extra things that you've made. And then here's a little tag to go over here. And I think for February, I already know that I want to use this pocket. So we'll add some pink papers. Maybe put this over here, and then maybe we'll put the other pages on the other side. Oh, I like this paper. I don't know if I want to just put that over here, or I could put it on this side. That would be kind of pretty, wouldn't it? Right there. Ta-da! You like it? It's all very, you like it because it all just kind of goes together. So that will be January, and then this will be the start of February. And I'll just kind of do the same concept where I add bits of paper here and there. I'll find a piece that would be a pretty pocket. Ooh, I think that would be a pretty pocket on that side. I may make it bigger. And I may do the same thing where I take a piece of cardstock, cut it 10 by 10, and fold it in half. And then it'll be consistent throughout the journal that we could have these options. And I'll look to see what I have in my stash to put on the cover. But I like how this is coming out so far. You know, week 1 of it. Do you like this? Did y'all enjoy this? Let's pick a winner for the junk bucks. And I think I can use these papers and make a little notepad. I don't know if I'll use it on this one, but maybe one of the other pages. I'm going to lay it right there. Because February or March would be good because it's green. So I've got to find some green to put for March, right? You like it? Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, let's pick a winner of 200 junk bucks. Oh, yeah, I see the months now. Okay, good. I may have those already in my digital downloads. Perfect. That'll help her out a little bit. All right, let's pick a winner. The winner of the junk box is Amanda Dawn. Congratulations. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this week, that it's given you some ideas, you know, of possibly making your own planner for 25 by using paper sacks as the foundation. And you can't even tell that this was a paper sack once I covered it with the pretty papers. I'll have to look to see what other pink papers I have. And that's part of the fun, you know, kind of digging around in what you already have and then placing it in your journal. So I'm going to look for some more pink paper to put over there. I have ideas. I have ideas. So like this pink paper, we could put on the page somewhere, maybe. Maybe we'll do it a little bit differently. Instead of doing the exact same layout, you know, do one a different. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gives you some inspiration. Do something creative this week and share it with us. Go online in the Facebook group or tag me on whatever your social media is of choice, letting me know what you've been working on. And if you don't take a picture, just tell me, you know, post in the Facebook group and say, "Hey, Linda, I made this." So we'd love to hear what you made. I'm glad you all came to hang out with me today, and the friends that are in the chat. I know that your time is important to you, so thank you for taking your time to hang out with me. Do something kind this week. We're in the United States. We're celebrating Thanksgiving, where we're very thankful for our nation. Be thankful for those that are around you, those that you love. Give them some words of encouragement, open the door for somebody, or who knows, whatever it could be. Good. Send a meal to somebody, order a coffee and go chat with a friend. Send a text message or a phone call to somebody that you care about. Y'all have an amazing week. We'll see you next week, and we'll work on February and maybe March if time will allow, so we can speed through creating this planner journal. Y'all take care. Have an amazing week again. Thank you so much. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Bye, everybody.